The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
51, 951. They can't hang with us.
Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Let's put that team on the front.
Back to throw here. Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Echo. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, box truck. Fire.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Cut.
2nd and 14. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle. You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Ross on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
First down, Cincinnati.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Green. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Squeeze.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First carry for James Conner. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 9 now. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back to throw now on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Look at me, zipper.
Now Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Go, go. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings
Set
up second
50,
and
plant. Get that quarterback. General West. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Yeah. Hey, Jet. Be grip.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch out.
Hey, 2. Go. 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch twins.
Bravo.
They'll drop the throw. And able to find Green. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Down. 10-2 soft.
All day, dog.
Shoot. Hey, Delta.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Go, go, go! Hey, let go!
Back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down now, Nixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set, ready, 8, read, roll out, pilot, 64, read. Hey, orbit. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Haywood. Yep.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Topper!
Check.
Hurry! Hey, Charlie! Get it!
Back to throw here. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Got it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. No. Watch twist.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to Mixon on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Leo!
Get in the right way. Get.
Go!
Big ass.
Now!
They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Short little throw to Ebron. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. 5.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
61, match box, right.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
5.
Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Connor, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Lucky. Under 10, under cover.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set.
Mike 51.
Hey, wahoo. Be different.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they run with Nixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.